And this is just Havelock Street. Remember this one? And this one was subject to a grow. So there it is, and look at that. That's a sorry state, that one. So let's hope, you know, something. So you just see everything, the top, the extensions at the top, they're all completely rotten. And welcome back to a brand new video today. So we're going to start it off at the demolition site. Remember the old courts and the police station? So we haven't been down here really and done a video for quite some time, to be fair. So we're going to have a bit of a look around just to see exactly what is going on, how things are progressing. We're going to have a look at the flats as well, and also the old Edward pub in Central Drive, because I believe there's been some scaffolding being going up, all sorts of things around this area. And then we're going to hop over to the Promenade because there's something happening near the comedy carpet, so come and join me on this one. So we just popped up to the top and get a bit of a better angle up this way. You just see the truck left with a double skip. So this is, like I said, how the land lies right from the very top. So we'll have a good look around the space at the moment. What a huge plot of land this is. And you can just see the crusher, that's still here, and there's probably about sort of half a dozen machines. The majority now have actually left the site, it looks like, as more and more of this rubble is being cleared away, and there's still no definite answer what is going to become of this site. There's rumours Bonny Street Market is going to come back in some shape or form, but there's nothing really set in stone. But yeah, the old crusher is still going. That's been there for quite a few months now. So like I said, we're going to have a bit of a whip round. We're going to have a look exactly what is going on. So you can see there's like some sort of meeting going on. You can see that Discovery turned up. And, so they may possibly council workers or something. Something is in progress there, discussing something. And the crusher is still going. You got that little water sprayer. So this is where that huge machine lay for about a couple of weeks after the police station came down. It was just approximately around here. You see that one has now gone, and most of the machines have all gone. There's just a couple of small ones left. So I'd imagine this site is more or less coming to a close, and it's just getting rid of all the rubble. And then it's just waiting. So what will be? And just a bit of a different angle. You can see all the different heads to the machine all lined up. Look at that. So what was it? 3, 4, 5. So there must be about 10, in excess of about 10 heads all lined up. So directly in front is where the court and the police station once was, and the police station was whipped down in a matter of days. It's literally less than a week. But we're going to have a bit of a close look just down below, because everything, even the walkway, has now gone. And directly in front, this is where the police station was. And look, there's nothing, absolutely nothing. It's all the walkway, everything has gone, all straight ahead. All that rebar was come out of the police station. Absolutely nothing. Again, you can just see the number 13 in the distance, Funland, happy days, and it just seems so much brighter in this area now. And again, a bit of a different view, so you can see all of Bonny Street exposed now. Just the skips left in place. As we just pan the camera around even further to the right, see a couple of guys fully inspecting, seeing how everything is going along, and there is Funland. So the whole lot Like I said, he's gone. Let's move the camera back to the left. Bit of a whole view of this site as the crusher machine is just coming in to focus. And like I said, this started around about the 8th or 9th of January. It's now August, about the 19th of August. I believe it's the 19th today. So he's taken, you know, a good few months to get what it is, you know, like today, if that makes sense. I think what we'll do now, we're going to have a bit of a look around where the old joke shop used to be, and we're going to have a bit of a look near the King Edward pub also, because they've been doing a bit of work on that building. It's a grade 2 listed building, so we're going to have a bit of a look. I might as well leave the camera on actually and have a bit of a walk with me. And you see, there's the old cafe there on the corner. Has been boarded up for many years, and there's a lot of boarded up shops and all sorts. In fact, looks like the road is closed. I mean, this is a crying shame. Right in front on Central Drive, just look at that. That is a sorry sight in Blackpool, but you know, all this area is subject to regeneration. Look at that, all closed off. That's a sorry sight right there. As we just sort of have a bit of a walk down. Look at that, that is deemed unsafe, that. Wow. So there it is, and look at that. That's a sorry state, that one. So let's hope, you know, something. So you just see everything, the top, the extensions at the top, they're all completely rotten. And that whole of that section, that whole of that building needs urgent repair. Look at that. And this is just Havelock Street. Remember this one? And this one was subject to a grow. And you can see all the windows, the majority. Let's just move the camera up a little. You see the majority of the windows are all gone. They have got like a new front door, and that's like caged up now to stop entry. And like I said, this was a huge grow, and it ended up with a huge fire. Looks like that one is just derelict at present. So we just sort of crossed over the road, and you can see that wonderful central picture house. What a magnificent building that is, and what a shame, you know, what it's become. Just look at that. You see the front doors boarded up. Absolutely such a shame. Just next to the flats, as we just make our way down a little further. We'll head on to the comedy car, because I believe something's going there. There's the King Edward. But we're going to have a look around the back of that, because I believe they've been getting some work done. Yeah, what a shame. Like I said, the whole of this area definitely is crying out for regeneration. So we're going to have a bit of a walk down. There's the King Edward, as we just make our way down. It's a lovely structure also, you know, wonderful features. You see, I've got this in many times in my video, walking down little corner fish and chip shop. And like, it's a shame, you know, some of these great buildings have become, you know, in a state they have. Just look at that one. So this is just at the back of the King Edward pub, and you see the scaffolding is still up. Probably that's all coming down, but that looks a little better, a little tidy. You can see they've done a fantastic job on the reverse side of the pub. It looks a lot more smarter as we just walk along yeah, it looks like they just sort of concentrated on the rear of the building. There's another all family fun. Look at that one, children's play area, family bar and cafe. Wow, Central Cabaret Blackpool. How things have changed, and this is just the rear of those flats. So he's going to have a bit of a walk just towards the North Pier, and just see so the beach patrol are out on the just below the comedy carpet as we make our way down the lower decks. Then we'll hop back on to the promenade and just see what's been delivered. Looks like there's a few low loaders this morning on the comedy carpet, so I'd imagine preparations are well underway for the huge switch on the 29th by Ollie. And it's very, very quiet this morning in Blackpool. There's a sun, it keeps trying to break out. Let's have a look at that. Like, see that water, lovely nice little blue colour. Look at that, it's like a turquoise blue, wonderful. And you can see directly in front, looks like the old beach patrol and all sorts around. Looks like it's some meeting going on. Discover that. Not too bad yourself?
Not bad, mate.
Excellent. Just another local guy doing a bit of filming, and look at this. And they got those lovely black dogs. Go and see if we can get a bit of a closer look at those. Reminds you of the old Dulux advert. Those dogs. Have a quick look. Looks like they're having a bit of a picture taken. Just a bit of a shot of the North Pier. How tranquil does the waters look this morning? Absolutely, really, really stunning. It's just like glass. So there is a storm possibly going to be heading towards the UK next week, and I'd imagine if it does hit the UK, the waters certainly won't be as calm as that right there. So the illumination switch on 2025 is being switched on by Ollie Mers. And one was coming a bit out of breath, to be honest, walking up there. Must be getting a bit unfair, but anyway, the switch on by Ollie Mers 2025 is on the 29th of August. What a great one that will be. And you can see a lot of these arrived, these like pop-up little buildings, shall we say, arrived early this morning on the low loaders, and I believe the radio and the commentary is all going to be happening from that one. See all the workmen gathered around, and that's where the live commentary and all sorts is going to be happening. I imagine there'll be a stage and everything set for the switch on. Like I said, you know, it's only in a handful of days, just over a week and a half, and you can see preparations are well underway already. Like I said, this is just some of the machinery they're using to get everything set up. So that's where all the commentary will be happening. And like I said, the stage, I'd imagine, will be going up quite soon. Like I said, it's just on the comedy carpet, and was it the 19th? I'm sure it's the 19th today. 19th to 20th. I'm losing track of days. And like I said, all this in a few days is going to be absolutely rammed. The air show was another really fantastic event as we whipped the camera around, and this one is certainly going to be drawing all of the crowds in. I do hope you enjoyed today's video. Like I said, with a bit of an update on the demolition, and what a lovely thing, you know, all those lovely dogs with the beach guards, lifeguards and beach patrol, everything. And I thought I'd end this shot just near the tower. You can see the queues already forming ready to go and enjoy themselves in Blackpool Tower today. So don't forget, hit that subscribe and hit the notification button to be notified of all the new videos, the switch on all sorts which is coming up, the light pool, the fireworks, everything on the channel. And until next time, look after yourselves, take care, and it's a bye from me. Bye bye.